There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy men come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when Ryan Cohen joined the board. The captain called all hands and swore he'll take his shares and hold. Soon may the tendy men come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Before the news had hit the market, Wall Street bets came up and bought it. With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold. Soon may the tendy men come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. No deals were cut, no shorts were squeezed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the artist's creed. He took the risk to hold. Soon may the tendy men come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. For 40 days or even more, the stock went up, then down once more. All gains were lost, it was looking poor, but still those traders did hold. Soon may the tendy men come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The short's not squeezed and the game's not won. The tendy man makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Soon may the tendy men come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Oh, I bid farewell to my monthly paycheck, and I gambled it all on a GME bet. To hold with the boys and ignore calls to sell until we have given the hedgies all hell. And the tendies and diamonds are filling my mind. I'll search for the moon and pay losses no mind. I fear not the hedgie, I fear not his greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Plot a course off to Mars from the orbit of Moon to a place where my gains grew along with my crew. It's not about greed, no, I tell to my best, but sending a message to Wall Street the pest. As the words of their dread fill the space of my ears, they're crying like children, their saltiest tears. My heart fills with joy, then it's bigger than we. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Oh, for sure they will learn that there is consequence for playing with markets for his needs and ends. But when Reddit investors used their tricks on them, they screamed and they shouted while we bought again. As the sights of their rage filled the space in my eyes, for they duped us, but they won't escape us this time. We're this far from winning, this far from their greed. I remember the hodler, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Now that I'm staring down on the feds and the rich, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my brothers stand in the raging typhoon, I hold on to my shares as they launch towards the moon. As the souls of huddlers live forever in my mind, as I fulfill the dreams that they once tried to find. I look from the moon with the stars within reach. I remember Wall Street bets and they think of me, for our stocks with the moonshot forever will be. I remember the fallen and they think of me, for the hedges shall crumble and fall to their knees. If tomorrow all the gains were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my stimulus and wife. I thank my lucky stars to be trading here today, 'cause we all still hold our calls and shares, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. From the floor in New York City to accounts on Fidelity, from the house of your wife's boyfriend, you just tried to make him see. From you deep fucking value and your own portfolio, where there's tendies in every artist's gut, and it's time we buy and hold. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? It is Friday, May 21st, 2021. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So, yeah, I don't know why it was lagging in the beginning. It's been doing that the past couple of days. Got to get that fixed, so my apologies. Intro music lag. But appreciate everyone for being here today. Doing the show live today from the Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange. No Tendy Town today, no Ramenistan. Pretty neutral day. A lot of red, a lot of green. But all in all, Pretty even, pretty even. That's of course unless you're all in on AMC. but we'll get to that. I'm gonna stop. Got my Knicks gear on today. Go Knicks, let's go Knicks. You guys seen Semi-Pro with Will Ferrell in the basketball movie when they're I remember they were so hyped about fourth place. Fourth place. Yeah, Knicks fourth place. All right, anyway, let's talk about some stocks. What's up, Zakaria? Thanks for being here again today. Always in here. Appreciate you. All right. So, got a great show for you guys today. The music was working, right? I'm just making sure. I'll do the playback later anyway. So what do we got today? We got a few articles about this guy, Barry Diller. He's a media mogul, billionaire. CNBC did an interview with him, and he had a lot of opinions on a wide range of topics, including crypto, his opinion on the streaming space, Netflix in particular, and then he's going to talk about his opinion on Apple and Epic. They have a lawsuit ongoing. Tim Cook today, or Tim Apple, right, as the Orange Man would say. He testified today. Apple and Epic are in a huge lawsuit over over Apple taking too much money from Epic through the App Store. We'll cover that. Well, I covered it like a couple weeks ago, but I'll give you the update. And then we'll give the CEO of Snapchat his opinion on the whole lawsuit. Then we're going to talk about Virgin Galactic and their test flight coming up tomorrow. We'll talk about Ford and their F-150. I mean, I already talked about this news, but stocks are reacting today, so we'll take a look at those stocks. Then we'll take a look at NVIDIA, some minor news about them. Then we'll talk about AMC and Roblox. And then finally, we'll get to the Yolos. Got a good amount of Yolos today, and some very good ones too. So, yeah, got it all right here. Stay tuned for that. All right, guys, let's do it. Okay. Whoa, what the hell happened? Okay. I don't know. Maybe I should have went with Raministan. Okay. I literally just checked this like 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. It sold off pretty hard towards the end, huh? Wow, okay. Well, this is the first time I'm seeing this. So let's see what's going on. ANVS. We could take a look at that, sure. Wow. Yeah, quite honestly, I'm not too familiar with the stock, but I did see it popping on stock tweets. It was I don't know, like top 10 mentioned. So might have to look into that more, but we can talk about the technicals about it. I see right here it's up 127%. Insane. Yeah, we'll look at that. Alright, so what's going on today? The Dow Jones is up 0.36%. It was up more earlier. NASDAQ is down 0.61%. Yeah, I think that's the worst for the day, I believe. I think it was in the green this morning. Yeah, I think that's the day low. Don't quote me on that. And the S&P 500 is down 0.08%. Yeah, this was also in the green. So, this morning during market open, everything looked great. Everything was looking green, looking like a strong day. And slowly just throughout the day, bleed, 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 bleed. And now here we are. But I hope you guys made some money today. I made a little bit of money. Hope you guys did as well. 300% earlier today. Not falling in FOMO. So that means you didn't FOMO, right? That's the right thing to do. I'm glad you didn't. No, I know it's tough. It's very tempting. Gets very emotional, but you did the right thing, man. So good job there. Maybe eventually when it comes down more, because I don't even know anything about it, but this is not sustainable. I can tell you that straight up. Maybe if it comes down more, then sure, you could consider getting in. But I will have to look into the fundamentals more and stuff. That is very interesting to me. Yeah, we could take a look at that. Actually, we'll do it soon. We can do it right now. All right, so Apple is down 1.48%. Of course, nothing new. Airbnb down 1.09%. AMC down 3.75%. I'm stop. Yo, I'm a savage. I just keep it bashing everyone in AMC. But hey, right? I said 14 sell, 16 sell. Now it's back down to 12 or around 12. So I think it's going to keep going down. We'll see. AMD down 1.14%. Amazon down 1.37%. Okay, let's take a look at this. ANVS. Okay. I mean, is there any specific news about this? Trial results. Positive trial results. Okay. All right, so I'm guessing it popped on breaking news. Positive breaking news. So, yeah, so whenever news happens, breaking news is always good. That sends the stock flying. If it's like news everybody already knows about, like something anticipated, such as a catalyst upcoming, such as AMC's shareholder vote, or such as Microvision's earnings, or any type of news that people know about, then it usually sells off. You buy the rumor, sell the news. But if it's breaking news such as this, you're gonna see a pop. Massive short squeeze. Well, I can take a look at the short info and see what's going on there. But I mean, RSI is at 83. So, and that's before it sold off from 100. So right now at $60, the RSI is at 83. Pretty overvalued. And you see a gap up, right, from 29.30, that dollars, around that range, gapped up all the way to 100. So, my best guess is that this is coming back down to 30. Not financial advice. I might have to short this. I don't know. I have to look more into this over the weekend. But man, if you shorted this at 100, congratulations to you. Even at 60, if you short this, or you could buy puts, but I don't recommend buying puts when something is so volatile like this, because the IV, the implied volatility, is probably pretty high. If it's over 100% IV, I don't recommend buying options, because at that point, theta decay is going to eat you alive. So probably just shorting it straight up is better. But, you know, even if you short this at 60, this goes back down to 30. That's a 50% gain right there. So, yeah. Again, I don't know too much about this stock, but just looking at this, I think it's coming back down to 30. RSI is insane. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. This is by far the biggest volume day. Yeah. It's probably coming back down to 30. So, I mean, if you were in this, congratulations. That's a lot of money. If you're in this, I would recommend sell it. And if you're not, I would possibly recommend shorting it down to 30, because that could be a 50% gain. Honestly, I might really consider doing that. I gotta do more work on this over the weekend. But that looks like a pretty good value play from 60 down to 30, shorting. Let me take a look at the short interest. Okay, so, oops. So I'm looking at this, right? It says right here, as of April 30th, the short float was 3%. So this really doesn't look like there's that much short interest. Not anymore, at least, because it says minus 18.5% short interest change. So this probably was really shorted, and it only has 3% short interest right now. So, I mean, it kind of does look like a short squeeze, but just with the data, that doesn't support that. Maybe it was like the last of the shorts squeezing out. But, yeah, very, very interesting stuff here. Man, all of these pharmaceutical companies are, like, pretty hot right now, huh? They're all, like, battleground stocks. I'm not going to call them pump and dumps, but battleground stocks. Interesting. Yeah, so if anyone has this right now, I would say sell. I hope you sold at 100. That would have been really, really nice. But it's at 60 right now. I think it's coming back down to 30. That's what the chart says. RSI is insane. Extremely overbought, extremely overvalued, and there's a gap up at 30. So by all indications, that means this is coming back down to 30. Okay. Moving on. Alibaba down 2.73%. I'll take it. This was pushing like minus 3.5 earlier, so a little bit of recovery there. I will take it. BlackBerry down 3%. Wow. Check. That was up like 15% earlier. Now it's only up 7. I wonder what happened there. Clover Health down 2.81%. Coinbase down 3.88%. Probably just has to do with just general crypto pullback. Man, crypto's been crazy of late. I think it was like 42. Bitcoin was 40. Well, we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that in a second. We got Corsair down 0.94%. DoorDash up 0.42%. A lot of people like DoorDash. Disney up 0.61%. Discovery A down 1.19%. Well, what happened to DraftKings? Man, DraftKings was up 2% earlier today. Now it's up 0.2%. I guess I can't complain. Still in the green, but wow. All the gains for today for DraftKings. Gone. eBay up 2.61%. Ford, we're going to talk about this a little later. Ford up 6.73%. I believe it was up higher, a little bit higher earlier, but yeah, we'll discuss this a little later on. Some news about that. Facebook down 0.75%. Fubo down 1.31%. GME holding strong, huh? That's up 3.7%. Interesting. Google down 0.56%. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. I totally forgot to say that. I would appreciate that a lot. Please hit the like button. Okay. Li Auto up 1.09%. Marathon down 4.57%. Probably just has to do with more crypto pullback. Wow, MindMed. MindMed down 9.74% today. Nasty. Man, this thing is so volatile. MindMed went back up to 4. Now it's back down to like 350. Sorry to everyone holding MindMed. Got Match Group. That's up 0.38%. Just quickly, I saw some news on all these dating apps. On a lot of dating apps, you can now disclose if you are vaccinated or not. So, like, in your profile, it's going to say vaccinated, yes, no. And I guess people can choose partners based off of that information. That was kind of weird to me, but I guess necessary. Interesting stuff. Microvision down 3.28%. Netflix down 0.75%. Neo down 0.79%. Not too bad, I'll take it. Nikola down 6.19%, as it should be. Not a good stock. Nvidia up 2.6% today. We'll talk about that more a little later on. A little bit of news about that. Oxygen down 4.63%. That's kind of nasty. I looked at it earlier. It wasn't down that much. It was down like 2% or something like that. 2 point something. So yeah, closed the day pretty nasty. Probably sold off towards the end of the day. But like I've been saying, if you guys have been watching me, Oxygen seems like it's consolidating right now. So kind of expected. Hopefully there's a breakout soon. Wow, Playboy down 7%. Palantir up 0.68%. Kind of surprising. On a day a lot of stuff is down, Palantir is holding. Interesting. Peloton up 0.44%, staying above 100. Nice recovery there. Roblox, we're going to talk about this a little later. Very big pop today, up 8%. I think it was up like 11 earlier. But very nice for Roblox. We will analyze this a little later. Riot Blockchain down 5.54%. Roku down 1.59%. Then we got Snapchat down 0.81%. That's interesting. There was a little bit of news about Snapchat I'm not going to put it on the show because not too many people care about Snapchat, but I think they did just make like a $500 million acquisition on like some AR technology, augmented reality, like like Google Glass, it's glasses or like goggles or something like that. So we'll see how that goes. Sundial Growers down 2.39%. Virgin Galactic up 6.36%. We will discuss this a little later on. Square down 2.39%. Seems like there's a pretty strong support for Square around 200. Doesn't want to go below 200. Got Tilray. Sundial's down, but Tilray's up. Interesting. Tilray's up 1.94%. Tesla down 1%. Not too bad. Twitter down 0.48%. UWMC down 3%. Viacom, let's go Viacom, up 1.52%. Viacom slowly creeping back. Finally moving. All right, so that's the stock market. Not too bad, not too bad. I think there's more red than green, but not the worst day in the world. Some people lost money, some people made money. But probably didn't lose or make that much. So, pretty neutral day. All right, let's take a look at crypto. All right. All right, here is crypto. Pretty nasty. It was up a lot more earlier. It says 14.71 decrease over the last day. Yeah, kind of nasty. I believe Bitcoin was like pushing 42 or something like that. Now came back down to like 36. Below 36 now. That's down 12%. Ether down 18.25%. That's down 43% for the week. Disgusting. Wow, look at Binance. Binance down 23.36% today, down 50% for the week. That's pretty nasty. Could be a good time to buy the dip. Not financial advice. Honestly, I think Ether and Binance, these are pretty good buys here. Down like pushing 50%. How much more do you want? Cardano down 21% today. And yeah, well, when I posted on StockTwits, sold Cardano at 2, everyone's calling me an idiot. Hey, Ray Dell. You're on vacation? That's cool. Where are you at? Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here real quick. As always, thank you. Hope you are enjoying your vacation with your family. You have a daughter, right? You bring her. Hope she's having fun. XRP down. Wow, it went below $1. That's down 19%. Orlando, aren't you from Florida? You at Disney World? That's cool though. Dogecoin down to 34. That's down 16%. Bitcoin Cash down 21%. Litecoin down 19%. Chainlink down 22%. Ether Classic down 19%. Yeah, everything is down a lot. So, yeah, disgusting day for crypto. I mean, 2 days ago it was at these prices. So, and then yesterday we had a little bit of recovery, and now we're right back here. So, I mean, yes, it is nasty, but we were just here a couple days ago. So, but you know, Ether's looking like a pretty good buy here. Binance is looking like a pretty good buy here. Maybe even Doge. Yeah, Cardano's at like 150. It hit 1. It went all the way down to 1 like when we had that huge drop a couple of days ago. Might pull back more. It might pull back more. I'd probably wait on Cardano, but it's looking like Ether and Binance look like some pretty good buys here. Can you even buy you could buy it on Binance US, that's right, but that's the only place. Man, I had to sell Binance, I remember, because when Binance, the Chinese Binance and the US was like, you can't do it here anymore, and they had to spin off into Binance US, and then you know, it was like, what's gonna happen to my BNB? Like I couldn't. It was on the Binance market. I live in the United States, so I'm not gonna leave my coins in Binance if I'm not allowed to access that. So I just had to dump it, and thing goes up to 600. I was so pissed. Anyway, quick Binance story. Okay. Let's get into some news here. Yeah, that's right. Diamond Hands. Diamond Hands Cardano. Until it goes back over 2. You know, over 2. If it hits like 253, not anymore. But for now, Diamond Hands.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Alright, so we're going to talk about this guy, Barry Diller, a little bit. CNBC did an interview with him. Look at this old guy. Looks like 95 or something, man. Yeah, so he covered a wide range of topics. Here's the first one. Media mogul Barry Diller says cryptocurrencies are a con. Key points. This is nutso, Diller told CNBC about big crypto investments. Diller's comments came after a volatile week in the cryptocurrency world. A major sell-off on Tuesday and Wednesday dragged the price of Bitcoin down more than 30% to 30,000 at one point before stabilizing near 40%. I mean, I don't want to call this guy an idiot because he's been around a long time and probably he's a billionaire, so he obviously knows a lot about financials. But I mean, this to me is just like similar to Warren Buffett, you know, like arguably the greatest investor ever to live. And even Buffett and his man's Charlie Munger, they just keep bashing crypto. I think they're just tight. They're just mad. They couldn't get in. They couldn't get the bottom. So, I don't know. This just seems to me like dinosaur talk. Obviously, crypto's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Yes, it's very volatile, but it is here. It's going to make people rich. So I don't know what this guy's talking about when he says crypto is a con, or when Buffett says it, or when Charlie Munger says it, or when any other old guy says it. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, what else does he have to say? Hello, Marie. Nice to see you again. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. Yes, it's revolutionary technology. The blockchain, revolutionary. Um, Maybe not so much Bitcoin, but definitely like Ether and Cardano and Polkadot and all these other new coins. Um, Revolutionary technology. I don't think they get that yet. Okay, what else does he have to say? Barry Diller says Netflix won the streaming war years ago, and no one else will be able to compete. Key points. Legacy media have jumped into the streaming space in recent years to win back customers and strengthen their businesses. Most recently, AT&T announced a deal to combine its content unit, Warner Media, with Discovery to form a new media giant. But the media mogul Barry Diller said Friday that Netflix has already won the streaming wars. Okay, again, I'm going to have to disagree with that. Maybe yes, like Netflix had the first mover advantage. They were by far the earliest ones to be in this space, so they have the advantage there, such as like Tesla being the first mover in EVs, so that's where they had their advantage. And Bitcoin in crypto, it was the first mover. But to say that they've won, I really doubt that. We saw in the last Netflix earnings, their subscriber count dropped significantly, their subscriber growth, and people were really unhappy with that. Stock sold off. They're quickly losing market share to all these new streaming companies, platforms, Discovery Plus and Warner Media now. Got Paramount Plus, HBO Max, Amazon, Apple Plus, Amazon Video, Hulu, got YouTube. They're quickly losing market share. So, I mean, maybe they're gonna always be number one. I can't even say that for sure, but no, I would have to disagree. They have not won, and they are quickly losing market share. So again, I'm gonna have to disagree with the old guy on this one. Maybe I'm biased because I have Viacom CBS. I like Paramount Plus. I want it to do well, but no, like actually, objectively, I think he's wrong here. Okay, what else does he have to say? All right, so now we're gonna talk about the Apple Epic lawsuit real quick. Quick recap: Epic Games, they own Fortnite. They made Fortnite, very popular video game. They also were known for like Gears of War and stuff like that back in the day when I played video games. But now it's Fortnite. That's the big new thing. And basically, Epic Games was pissed because Apple was taking 30% of their profits, which is like a lot. And so they developed a loophole where they can get around the App Store, and you can just pay Epic directly. And then Apple didn't like that, so they took Fortnite off of the App Store, and then Epic sues Apple, and now they're duking it out in court, like right now. I think Tim Cook was testifying today, or Tim Apple. Let's call him Tim Apple. So here is this guy Diller's opinion. Barry Diller says Apple overcharged in a disgusting manner his companies on App Store. Key points. Business mogul Barry Diller ripped into Apple over its fees to companies that have applications on the iPhone maker's App Store. In an interview on CNBC, the chairman of IAC and Expedia said his companies and others like them are overcharged in a disgusting manner. Apple defends its policies, saying the money it gets from commission fees goes into maintaining and securing the App Store in a way that benefits app makers. Well, yeah, obviously he's gonna dislike this because he's losing a lot of money, a third of his money. It's kind of like a double tax. You got to pay 30% to Apple, and then you got to pay another 30%, or whatever, 20%, to the government. And, yeah, personally, my opinion on the whole 30% commission fee for Apple, that is a little bit absurd. I think you can get away with it if you're charging like small apps, small companies that make these small apps. But when it comes to like bigger apps like Fortnite and this guy Expedia, at that point 30% is a bit absurd, and I could definitely see why they're getting pissed over this. Google Play doesn't charge that much. I don't know how much Google Play charges, but I don't think it's 30%. So, yes, disagree on the first 2 points with Netflix and crypto, but I'm going to have to agree on this point with Apple being kind of greedy here. But let's get another opinion on this. All right, so here is the CEO of Snapchat, or Snap. I gotta stop saying Snapchat. It's Snap now. Just Snap. Snap CEO Evan Spiegel. We're happy to pay Apple 30%. Without Apple, we wouldn't exist. Key points. Snap CEO Evan Spiegel on Friday said the social media company is happy to pay Apple's 30% commission rate on in-app transactions. We're happy to do it in exchange for all of the amazing technology that they provide to us in terms of the software, but also in terms of their hardware advancements, Spiegel said. Spiegel's comments came in stark contrast to those of business mogul Barry Diller, who ripped into Apple on Friday for its fees, saying his companies are overcharged in a disgusting manner by Apple. Yeah, I don't think this affects Snapchat that much because I don't think too many people actually buy in-app stuff, make in-app transactions with Snapchat. I believe Snapchat makes most of their money through advertisement. And, when it comes to Fortnite, they make all of their money through in-app transactions. So, yeah, I don't think this really affects Snapchat that much. And a lot of people who have iPhones like Snapchat. So like Apple kind of did make them what they are now. Yeah, it wouldn't be smart for companies to pull out of the App Store, but it's a monopoly. Everyone wants to, they just can't because Apple is just such a huge platform and reaches so many people. So many people have iPhones and Macs and iPads, all these Apple products. So, yeah, essentially Apple owns a monopoly, and no one can do anything. So, I'm kind of rooting for Epic here. I don't really like Apple anyway. I don't really have Apple products, but on the principle, in terms of principle, I'm gonna have to side with Epic here. I hope they win the lawsuit. So yeah, it's different for different companies depending on what their revenue streams are. If it's in-app purchases like Fortnite, you wouldn't want this huge tax. Uh, Now, if it's like Snapchat and you make it through advertising, it's really not the worst thing in the world. So, different opinions here. What do you guys think? Let me know. Type in the chat, comment down below. Who's in the right, who's in the wrong? Apple or Epic? Okay, now we're going to talk about some stocks. Okay, let's talk about Virgin Galactic. SPCE, ticker SPCE. Here comes the sirens. I'm just going to talk over it. So, I believe it was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. They announced that they're going to be doing their test flight tomorrow. On Saturday, they're going to do a test flight. I don't know why today everyone's reacting to it and not yesterday. But here's my prediction. Either way, how this goes, whether it's a successful test flight or a botched test flight, I think we're going to see a case of buy the rumor, sell the news. Because, like I just said earlier in the show, when you have a news event that everyone knows about, you know, they announced ahead of time, we're doing this test flight tomorrow, usually you see a run-up, buying the rumor, and then you're going to see selling the news. I mean, I would expect the news to be sold today, but maybe Monday. But I think either way, it's going to come down on Monday or next week. But if this fails, if it's a failed test flight, it's going to come crashing down. And knowing Virgin Galactic, I don't really have faith in them. I used to own Virgin Galactic a couple months ago, and same thing. They were preparing for test flight. They canceled it, I think, like 2 times. One time because of weather, and another time because of like bad coding or something like that. It wasn't ready yet. I was like, nope, I'm out of here. Sell button. Hell no. I was out of there. And that was smart because I would have lost a lot more money. Hold Virgin Galactic? No. Alright, Virgin Galactic soars ahead of the weekend's test flight, but these 2 investors have a warning. So, Gradient Investments president Michael Binger says the stock looks too risky. He says this is clearly a concept stock. Analysts aren't forecasting meaningful revenues for another 2 years out and earnings. I mean, that's 3 to 4 to 5 years out, Binger told CNBC's Trading Nation. Even this weekend's test flight, the catalyst for recent gains, may not come to pass, warns Binger. There's a lot of optimism around there, but in my opinion, that flight taking off is not a given at this point here. So, you know, I get it, space tourism, it's going to be a big thing down the road someday, but for me the stock is just too speculative right now to own. So we would avoid it. And here's another CEO, Gina Sanchez, CEO of Chantico Global. She says it had its stumbles where they disclosed that they were having some troubles with their flight controls, electromagnetic signal issues, round about the time that the market started really turning away from these high growth, high risk stocks into really growth at reasonable price. And this does not fit that characteristic. Yeah, so anyway. Basically, the street doesn't like it. It does not appear like the street likes this stock very much. I would have to agree. Because what they're saying is true, fundamentally. And because personally, I had it before and I didn't like it. I was like, nope, out of there. Let's take a look at it. Okay. So, yeah, there's a gap up at like 1730. I think it's coming back down to 1730. Maybe it won't, but usually does when it gaps. I think next week this is coming back down to 1730. Yeah, either way the test flight goes, good or bad, I think it's coming back down to 1730. This the only reason why for the big hike, the big spike, is because they had breaking news. You know, they announced literally in 2 days we're gonna have test flight. So yeah, quite honestly, I'm surprised it didn't sell off today. It went up pretty big today, but I think next week this is gonna continue to sell off, or going to come back down to at least 1730. But I have said in previous videos, well, when it was undervalued at like 17, that it could be a good value play. I think the average price target is like 30 or something like that. So I mean, at this price, I wouldn't enter here. Doesn't look like a good entry point. But maybe in the long term, if you hold, could be a pretty decent value play. So that is Virgin Galactic. What's next? All right, we got Ford news. Okay. So Ford did pretty well today, and that's because it had very positive F-150. It's called the F-150 Lightning. That's the EV F-150. I think in the first day it was announced it had like 20,000 pre-orders, and now it has like 70,000 or something like that. A crazy amount of pre-orders. So the news came out about that, and a lot of people bought up Ford today. So let's take a look at this. From anti-Tesla design to huge frunk, 5 things to know about the electric Ford F-150 Lightning. Ford's new F-150 Lightning isn't a science experiment or vehicle that looks like a doorstop. It's a pickup designed to function like a truck, but it's electric. The automaker did everything it could to make the vehicle appealing to pickup truck customers, from its price to its functionality and design. It also added some surprising features that would not be possible with a gas-powered vehicle, such as an enormous front trunk or frunk and the ability to power a house for days. Really? I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. So I guess it could be like a generator, an alternate generator. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. So I guess if you have a blackout or something, you can just plug in your car, plug in your F-150, and then you're good for a little bit. But it doesn't mention the pre-orders here, but really that's why the stock went up so much today, is because there's a huge amount of pre-orders for the F-150. And that's kind of expected because the F-150 is the, I believe it's the best-selling vehicle in the United States, or like the best-selling pickup truck at least. It's very popular. Americans love the F-150. So, you know, a lot of people want the electric version. Let's take a look at Ford. Okay. Yeah, straight up, don't buy this. I just looked at this for like 2 seconds, and I can say don't buy this. You know, it's pushing the all-time high. All-time high was 1362. It's at 1333 right now. RSI is almost at 70. It's at 69. Nice. So, yeah, if this goes up a little bit more, it's going to be officially in overbought and overvalued territory. I think there's a gap, too. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap up here. There's a gap down back over here. You see that? Gap down from, like, 1240. And then eventually it came back up. The gap filled yesterday. But now we have a new gap from like 1220. So this might come back to 1220. But just in general, this is not a great entry point. Not a good time to FOMO. Please don't FOMO. Resist the FOMO. Don't be emotional about it. A lot of volume too. Huge volume day. Wow. Interesting. But yeah, so if you had Ford, congratulations. I would probably sell kind of soon. I would look to sell. And, because I think it's coming back down. This is getting pretty hot in here. Pretty frothy. Getting into some kind of dangerous territory. So, yeah, I would not recommend buying Ford here. I would recommend selling. If you guys want to get into Ford, just wait. Wait for the pullback and look for a better entry point. This is not a good entry point for Ford right here. All right, let's do Nvidia. Okay. So, just I probably didn't even need to show this to you guys. I could have just said it, but yeah. Nvidia announces 4-to-1 stock split. So they're splitting their stock. Video. So it's at 600 now. So after the stock split, it would be around 150, and you would get 4 times those shares. So this is gonna come back to like 150. Well, it's gonna go from 600 to 150, and you're gonna get more shares. But just a quick note. So this stock went up because of the stock split news today, and this blows my mind because, you know, stock splits were traditionally done so people with less money, particularly the retail investor, can afford the stock. But now we have fractional shares. So really, stock splits don't even do anything anymore because you don't need a stock split. You can just buy fractional shares. So it amazes me how every time we have a stock split, the thing goes up, because that doesn't logically really make any sense. We saw the same thing with Tesla. Remember when Tesla did their stock split? from like 2,000 or something like that, 3,000, and they split it to like 500 or 600, forget. But you know, when the stock split happened, or when the stock split was announced, there was a huge spike. So the market sees this as positive news. Personally, I just don't get it. I don't get it. You have fractional shares. It's the exact same thing. But hey, that's how it is. So let's take a look at this. RSI is at 57, so pretty not overbought, not oversold, right in the range where it should be. So there's a gap up today from 587 around there, so I think this is going to come back down to 587. Yeah, this run up today, I guess it's not really a run up, but this 2.6% gain today, not really justified. So I think this is going to come back down to 587. And this is a great stock, great blue chip stock, you know. Can't go wrong with NVIDIA. A lot of their technology is in our computers. But yeah, at this price, at 600, not a great entry point. Wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, that is NVIDIA. Don't buy it. Don't sell it right now. I would just hold it if you have it. And then don't FOMO. Wait for a pullback if you want to get in. Okay, and that's all the articles, but we'll briefly talk about AMC and Roblox. Let's do Roblox first. So, big day for Roblox. Up 8%. So, yeah, there's not much data to go off of. This just went public not too long ago. Little over a month ago. But now, after today, it's at an all-time high. It's at 82.50 right now, but earlier today, this hit almost $85. So, I mean, I do want to get into the stock eventually. I think fundamentally this is a good company. Kids love this game, man, and it's very it's good content to make stuff from Roblox. You know, it's kind of like Minecraft. It's like people love watching this on the internet. So I didn't even realize till I saw my little cousin playing and watching this. Like, the kids love this game, man. So yeah, eventually I want to get into this, but not really much to say here. Might go up a little bit more, but this looks like a hold. Don't buy. Don't sell currently. Just hold. Hold if you have it, and if you don't, sit on the sidelines. But if you do have Roblox, congratulations. Very nice gain today. I'm jealous. Hoping this comes back down eventually so I can take a position. Okay, last one. AMC. So, right, I said sell at 14, sell at 15.50. Or I said sell at 16. So, what? This is the fourth day of losses for AMC. Jeez, imagine being all in on AMC. Like, I don't even care if you have AMC, but how can you be all in on AMC? That's just absurd. But, yeah, it's pulling back down to this support of $12. We'll see what happens next week, but I think it's gonna fall and break through this level of support here. I think it's gonna go all the way back down to 9. It very well could. If not, it's going to go back to 14. But I think this is going back down to 9 eventually. And if it does... Alright, I already decided. If it goes back down to 9, I'm going to make a YOLO on it. In the name of content. And I'm actually going to try to make some money. I think $9 is a really good entry point. But in the name of content, I'm going to buy this. If it goes down to 9, I'm going to show you guys what's up. And hopefully I make some money from that. So I'm hoping this goes back down to 9. Probably going to buy a Leaps on it or something. But it's pretty funny. This is pretty funny. It'd be pretty funny if I make like... I think I put like $1,000 in it. It'd be pretty funny if I make like a 10-bagger off of that. So, but yeah, at this point, AMC looks like a hold. At 14, it was a sell. At this point, it looks like a hold. And if it comes back down to 9, that would look like a buy. So, yeah, there's AMC. I'm not going to bash him today. But just waiting for the day it comes back down to 9. So, I can go troll all the trolls. I can troll all the haters that hated on me. And then I can take a position and ride the wave of stupidity to the moon. Alright, that is AMC. And they have the catalyst coming up on June 2nd, so mark your calendars for June 2nd. It's going to be very interesting. See what happens there. And it's only a shareholder meeting, like, or shareholder vote. Like, what are they going to vote on? Is it really that important? I don't think so. Anyway, that's AMC. Cool, now let's do the YOLOs. Just give me a second, I gotta pull this stuff up. Okay. This one is by Daily Harambe. You know, the gorilla that got shot at the zoo when the kid fell in the gorilla enclosure. R.I.P. Harambe. Okay, this is a GME YOLO. He has 33 call options for GME July 16th expiration. So a little less than 2 months out at the $300 strike. This is an $80,000 YOLO. He's already down $50,000, down 61.61%. Yeah, he says new home or homeless. I hope he's joking. Okay. So, GME 306 months? I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I mean, I hope so. But I just don't see how this fundamentally or technically really makes any sense. Unless there's a gamma squeeze. That's really the only hope, is hoping for a gamma squeeze. And that's not a great way to invest. Maybe if you had shares, sure, you know, and then you could sell when it gets squeezed, but I don't think this is the greatest play here. I personally don't think GME is going to 300 in 2 months. That seems very, very unlikely. And he's already down 50K. He's, that's pretty disgusting. I don't know why you would YOLO 80K in this on the first place. Like, he could have bought a new home with the 80K there. I guess he wants a mansion. So he wants a new home, so he YOLO's 80K, and now he's gonna have no home. So yeah, personally, I would cut this one. I don't think it's gonna happen. Still has 30K in value. Over 30K in value here. A lot of money. I think if you continue to hold this, it's gonna be gone. It's going down the toilet. So, yeah, not really much to say here. I would cut this one. I don't think GME is going to 300 by July 16th. Save your money, bro. Save your money. Take your 30K and move on. Live another day. Make a smarter play. So thanks for posting, Daily Harambre. Good luck to you. I hope this works out. Great content. This is great content. I love reviewing stuff like this. So, yeah, good luck to you, and thank you for posting. Please post updates. Okay, staying on GME. This one is by iFish. I think that's how you say it. He says, "Damn you, retarded apes. Damn you all to hell." So he actually has GME puts. Just one. Just a single put. For the same expiry date. July 16th. GME $210 strike. Put expiring July 16th. So, I'm not really sure why he's down here. He probably bought this. He probably bought this in the money. He probably bought this. When did he buy this? All right, he bought this January 27th. So, yeah, a while ago, a couple months ago. So back then, GME was like, I don't, what was it on January 27th? January 27th? I know why. I know why he's losing money. Yeah, so GME was like $370 at January 7th, on January 7th. So, yes, he was correct in thinking that this is going to go back down below 210. The problem is the IV was too high, the implied volatility. So he probably bought these with insane implied volatility, like 300, 400%, something like that, insane volatility. And I always say, if you're going to buy options, if it's over 100% IV, don't do it, because theta decay is going to eat at you every single day. You're going to lose a lot of value because of theta decay. And that seems to be the case here. So while he's correct, like, yes, GME went down below 210, but theta decay is eating at him because he just bought these options for way too much money when the IV was way too high. So, here's a case where you're correct on your option, but you still lose money due to theta decay. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's a lesson. don't buy options with IV over 100%. Because you could still lose your money. Theta decay is disgusting. I had to learn that the hard way a couple times. Just gonna wait for the siren to pass. Okay, so yeah, that's why this costs so much. This cost $14,000, 14K for one single GME put, and that's because the IV was extremely high, and Theta Decay's eating at him. He's down 8K, down 57%, 58%. When really he should be up money. So the smarter thing to do here would have been to short. If IV is too high and you want to buy puts, it's better just to short it than to buy puts or buy options with high IV. So, I mean, if he lets this expire, is he gonna be up money? GME finishes. Do some math. Huh. Yeah, this one's tough. This one is pretty tough. I'd cut this one. I'd cut this one. The Theta Decay is just too much here. Ivy Crush is too much. He still has 6K in value. A lot of money. I think if he keeps holding this, he's just going to continue to bleed more Theta Decay, bleed more premium. Theta Decay is going to eat at his options. So I think the best thing to do here is to cut, save your 6K, and move on, live another day. So, iFish, thank you for posting. Great content. Good luck to you. And please post updates. I'm really curious to see how this goes. All right. So we got a few Viacom Yolos. Viacom has been picking up steam. This one is by... You know what? I'm not even going to try that. It's gibberish. He says, "Are you winning, son? Out 15,450 on Viacom calls. Tune in on January 2022 to see how the leaps do." So, yeah, these expired worthless. He had 10 calls expiring today at the 45 strike, and another 50 calls expiring today at the $50 strike. So, Not really sure when he bought these, but I don't think they're FDs. But they definitely were not leaps. They were not leaps. And I always recommend you guys buy leaps, which is options at least 6 months out. Because if you buy anything sooner, you can get into a lot of trouble. So, yeah, he's out over 15K on this. Sadly, Viacom is not at 45 or 50. It's like 42 something today. I think everybody expected it to move up quicker, but it did not. But, so I'm sorry for the loss there. That's very tough. A lot of money. But he has his January 2022 leaps. And not sure what strike that's for, but I can get behind that as long as it's not some absurd strike, like $150. So, yeah, I wouldn't have done the what would you call it? Not FDs. I wouldn't have made the same plays where for his options that expired today. But I do like the January 2022 leaps. I myself personally have January 2023 leaps on Viacom. So I'm holding this one until it spikes at least. And for everyone's sake, I hope, yes, it does go up. So, sorry for your loss. Thank you for posting. Hopefully Viacom goes up. And your January 2022 leaps finish in the money. Rooting for you and rooting for myself and everyone else. I think the term is Viatard now. Viatard. So yeah. Thanks for posting. Good luck to you in the future. Okay. This one's by Swordfish Vegetable 96. He says, Viacom YOLO on the gap. Calls for next week. Okay, so I didn't even look at this one yet, but these are FDs. Viacom FDs. Alright, so he has 20 call options for May 28th. Next Friday, for the $42 strike. Did he buy these today? Not sure when he bought these, but I think it was recently. So he either bought in the money or slightly out of the money puts. Or calls. Yeah, it appears that he bought either at the money calls or slightly out of the money calls. So, I mean, it's relatively safe in terms of like the strike price he chose, but you know, $42. So for this to finish in the money, this has to stay above $42 by next Friday. And I'm personally bullish on Viacom, but I can't guarantee this is going to stay above 42 by Friday. There's a good chance of it. So yeah, this is a really tough situation. That's why I say don't buy FDs. You put yourself in very tough situations like this, and it's really hard to get out of them. How much is this for? So this was a $2,500 YOLO, 2.5K. So really not the worst in the world. But I guess the best thing to do here would be just to hold this next week and take it one day at a time. If it goes up on Monday, then you could consider holding for longer. Maybe even sell it for a profit. And if it goes down, I think at that point you're going to have to cut. It's going to get too scary there. And it's better just to cut the losses and than to lose everything, than to lose the whole $2,500. So, yeah, tough situation here. So, to avoid stuff like this, don't do it in the first place. So, Swordfish Vegetable 96, thank you for posting. I hope this works out for you. I hope Viacom goes up. Viatards unite. Good luck to you, and please post updates. I really want to know what happens. All right, last Viacom. One more Viacom. This one is by Maleficent Success 8. He says Viacom CBS all in YOLO. Okay. First thing, never go all in on one stock or one asset. Not a good idea. I don't really believe in like huge diversification, but you can't go all in on one thing. That's not smart. So, but actually here, so he has some shares. He actually sold some puts. He sold 4 puts for, okay, so this is for June 18th. He sold 4 puts at the $40 strike and 2 puts at the $45 strike. So I like this play. This is called Theta Gang. So basically, this just has to finish above 40 and 45 by June 18th. And if it does, he gets to keep all the premium that he sold it for, and nothing happens. It expires worthless. And even if it does go in the money and finishes below 40 and 45, not the worst thing in the world, because all that means is that he's then going to have to buy 400 shares of Viacom at $40 and 200 shares of Viacom at $45. So if you're long the stock, which it looks like he is, it's really not that bad, because either you collect the premium and nothing happens, or you collect the premium and you have to buy the shares, which you would have bought anyway at those prices. So I like the play there. I'm a big fan of selling puts and selling covered calls. Theta Gang all the way. And then eventually you could do both, and that's called the wheel strategy. And then he has 35 calls for September 17th at the $50 strike. So about 4 months out, little less than that. And he thinks Viacom is going to 50 in 4 months. I sure hope so. Let's take a look. So that would be around a 20% gain in 4 months. I'm gonna be real here. It's possible, but I wouldn't count on it, because Viacom is not one of these battleground stocks, where the apes just pile in and the thing goes up 10%, 20%, 30% every day. This is one of those slow and steady, little by little, up, 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 up. And while I have no doubt this is gonna go to 50 at some point, I'm not sure if it's gonna go there in 4 months. So I guess really all you can do now is just hold it and reevaluate like every 2 weeks or every month. I don't dislike the play, but I'm not the biggest fan either. So I would say great job on the put selling. I like that. The $50 strike for the calls September 17th. It's all right. It's an all right play. I can't say it's good or bad. You're just gonna have to hold that one and reevaluate as time goes on. But not bad at all. It's pretty decent. So Maleficent Success 8, thank you for posting. Theta Gang all the way. Good luck to you. I hope this works out. And please post updates. I really want to know what happens. Okay. Now we have our favorite degenerate back on the show today. He was here. He was just here yesterday. SSI 420. The man with huge bucks. Just a true ape. A true ape. He's gonna YOLO like 6 figures. Like it's nothing. This guy's really desensitized to money, huh? Huge ape. Alright, so he had Facebook puts expiring today. He had 1,500 puts expiring today at the $317.5 strike. So it worked. Oh my god. One second, guys. Just gonna wait for the siren to pass. Okay, my apologies. So, yeah, it actually worked. Yeah, he says that worked out. So, this is a true YOLO. FDs. He put in, like, this was a 100K YOLO. Jeez. Either this guy is just rich, or he's a true degenerate. How do you just put 100K on an at the money option for like 1 day? And just like, YOLO, whatever. That's pretty insane. Hey, but it worked. Now, should you do this? No, don't do this. Please don't do this. This could have went really, really, really bad if Facebook went up today. But luckily, it went down. And, he could have been out 100K. So, yeah, I would say this is just lucky. Not totally, but a lot of luck involved here. Yeah, like I've been saying, I don't recommend you guys buy FDs. It works sometimes. Example, here. It works sometimes, and you can get a good payday. He made 20% here today. Up 19K, almost 20K. But more often than not, it's not going to work. So you can get lucky sometimes and hit a pretty big one. But this is not a long-term winning strategy. And if this guy continues to do this, if he continues to trade like this, eventually this isn't going to end well. So, this is like true gambler's fallacy here. Like, he makes 20K today. He's going to make another 20K, whatever, next week. And he's going to just keep doing this. And I just got a bad feeling. I don't encourage the type of behavior. I don't encourage the type of trading. That's not smarter gambling. That is degeneracy. But hey, I'm glad it worked. I'm glad it worked here. I'm very happy for this guy. Congratulations, SSI 420. But guess what? It's not over. Here's another one. He says, SPY, RTARD mode in full swing. Alright, so he has some Palantir here, but we're not going to talk about that. He actually sold puts, so I can get behind that. I like the selling of the puts, but we're not going to talk about that. So, he had 1,450 SPY calls for expiring today at the $416 strike. So, I mean, it worked. So, earlier today, so it's 4 hours ago. So, just 4 hours ago, this was what is this? This was a 80K YOLO. And just 4 hours ago, he was down 30K on this. He was down 37%. And update. 3 hours ago, he went from going down 30K to being up 20K. 50K swing. Oh my god. 50K swing in 1 hour. I couldn't handle something like this. I personally could not handle something like this. It takes a lot of balls or just a lot of stupidity. Or both. So, yeah, it worked. It worked out. SPY finished over 416. He's up 20K on this one. Up over 26% on this one. So his Facebook put worked out. Made 20K on that. And his SPY call worked out. Made another 20K on that. So in total, he made 40K today. Now again, is this skills? Maybe a little bit. But in all honesty, this is mostly luck. And I don't recommend anyone do this. This could have been really, really bad. He could have lost, what? Like he legit could have lost 180K today. In 1 day. He could have lost 180K. Is that worth it? Risk 180K to make 40K? Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. Because I play poker a lot, right? And you think about things in like pot odds. So is it worth the risk? 180K to make 40K. No, I don't think it's worth the risk. So, again, please guys, don't do this. Don't do this. I don't recommend that. But look, it worked. It worked. Sometimes it works. It worked 2 times today. So, SSI 420, thank you for posting this. I love you, man. You give me great content to review. This is awesome. I don't recommend it, but this is awesome. Congratulations on the attendees. Very happy for you. And, I need some of this magic, man. I wouldn't do anything like this, but I need some of this luck. And I'm sure this is not the last time I'm going to be hearing from this guy. I'm sure he's going to be posting a lot of more degeneracy in the future. And I'm very I'm looking forward to that a lot. So until next time, SSI 420. I hope everything works out, but I think eventually this can't last forever. Eventually something's gonna go wrong. But anyway, thanks for posting. Good luck to you. And that's the show for today, guys. Thanks for everyone who watched today. Thank you to all the regulars. Appreciate you guys as always. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Uh-oh, I'm lagging. Let's try that again. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. Link in the description down below. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, everyone. Peace out.
My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars. Noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold, then.